I will bring home by sharing an experience I had recently. I think that was last month. During the half-term break, my daughter was asked to plant beans at home. And I got the beans that we were eating because I was sure it was good, right? The honey beans, brown beans. We planted this bean, 3 beans, bean seeds in the soil. And I expected that it would sprout after like 3 to 4 days. I was shocked that this didn't grow. So we checked, we exhumed it, and we saw that these bean seeds had melted. Wow. I was shocked because as a child, I grew beans when we were little. So we did the second time, the same experience. So I became curious that what's going on. So my megad, I asked him, he's from the north, that what's going on? It said to me, oh, maybe it was over-chemicalized. Yeah. I was shocked because I had like a paint bucket that we had eaten. It was just the remnant that I planted. So I said to him, since you know that this had been over-chemicalized, can you go to the market and buy beans from me? He bought white beans. We planted it and it grew in 4 days. This is the food we're eating. And that's why I said I would tie it to what she said, because a lot of things have been compromised in the agricultural value chain. They are over-chemicalizing, they are doing agriculture in a way that is harming us rather than helping or healing us. So I would like to see a policy or framework that would ensure that people or farmers are respecting human life. We have a right to good quality food. We can't use our money to buy poison, right? So you're thinking that, last time I had some spasms in my muscle, it was twitching, and normally if I eat cashew nuts, which is rich in magnesium, it helps me, it just calms me down, because it's a sign that you are deficient in a certain micronutrient. So for 2 days I was just chewing cashew nuts, within the portions and everything. I didn't see any result. And that's to tell you that the quality has been compromised. So you think you are eating clean, but the bioavailability of that food is, it's not going to help you. So this goes to show that if the agriculture space is standardized such that people are held accountable, so that the food I have on my plate is rich in quality at the level that my body needs to be nourished, then we would get healthier community or societies, and our children will be better empowered to achieve in life. Because at a certain stage, like age 5, the brain capacity to grow diminishes. So what you haven't given your child, it's only divine intervention that can, boost the cognitive abilities of such a child. So if you think that, I've given him nuts and seeds, I've given him oil, I've given him, he's eating balanced diet, protein, the quality is very poor. So I hope I answered your question.
Thank you very much.
So just to dovetail from what you just said now, so it means women have a critical role to play in what they feed their children with, and how do we empower these women with the knowledge to know the right nutrition to raise their kids with?
Okay, thank you very much. So when I was in school, nutrition education was one of my favorite courses. It was my subjects, and we can do that by platforms like this, or going out there into the grassroots, because a lot of them, they feel that healthy eating is something abstract. So we demystify, deconstruct, and make it simple for them. That, okay, what I'm asking you when I say balanced diet is just that I'm telling you that when you eat your yam or sweet potato, you can add fish sauce, which will give you protein. By the way, fish is brain food. So you can have your yam and your fish sauce, and then maybe later in the day, if you're hungry, instead of giving your child, if your child is hungry, instead of giving your child cabin biscuit or whatever, give him a banana. It calms, because you see so many children, they are so hyperactive, they are restless, they can't stay. We have overfed them with sugar. Hidden sugar, refined sugar, because you can't know these things, but because we depend so much on processed food, these children, they are not being properly nourished. So you're just wondering, oh, it's because he's a boy, that's why he can't be calm. No, when you assess his nutritional status, you will know that. And his daily food intake, you would know, because when people work with me, one of the first things I do is to check their food intake through a food diary. So when you are intentional about, when these women are empowered or educated to be intentional about what they give their children by simplifying it, so that they know that they don't have to spend a fortune to feed well. Mackerel, how much is mackerel? It's cheap, right? But it's packed with fatty acids or monosaturated fatty acids that will help you even protect your brain cells from being damaged. And this is just mackerel. Cashew nuts, how much is it? 550 naira, 100 naira, you get that. So being intentional and say, okay, my children know when they're hungry and they reach for bread. I say, there's cucumber there, there's cabbage, there is a banana there. Why are you reaching for bread? First of all, if you are hungry, eat this. If you're still hungry, then you can eat the other, right? So if they go to school, you tell them, if they bring back their fruits or vegetables and they're still hungry, tell them, you have to eat this food that you brought from school before you can have any other thing. Because they don't know, but we have to stand in the gap for them until they are knowledgeable enough to take the right decisions.
Thank you very much.